Kansas City Chiefs are heading back to the Super Bowl after beating the Buffalo Bills 32-29 in the AFC Championship game. And let me tell you this, for a lot of people who are having winner's fatigue when it comes to talking about the Kansas City Chiefs, understand what we're witnessing is history. This is a dynasty, and we don't always see this in our lifetime as dominant as we're seeing it with the Chiefs. They have an opportunity to make history as the only team in the NFL to have a three-peat. That is a big deal. And I think we have to appreciate what we're seeing, because there's going to come a time when we're not going to see it and we're going to say, wow, what we were witnessing at that time was insane. Is it true that a lot of great quarterbacks in this Patrick Mahomes era are going to not have Super Bowls because of him? Yes, it is very true. He is the guy you have to go through. He is the guy you have to beat. Doesn't matter how the season looks like for them. Doesn't matter if it's on the road. If they're in an AFC Championship game, the road goes through them until somebody can prove otherwise. If you ask me, Josh Allen did not have a bad game. Threw 22 for 34, about 287 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I think he actually played a very decent game. In the beginning, I think it took the Buffalo Bills a while to find their rhythm in terms of play calling. I think at one point they tried to do too much running with Josh Allen. But then when he started settling in and making those deep shot throws on one-on-ones, he was very impressive. He was accurate. And the Buffalo Bills had a chance. It's not like we're talking about a team that did not have a chance to at least win this game, tie this game, or any of these scenarios, right? They had a chance. But there are some questionable things that happened in this game that I'm not going to say it's the refs' fault as to why they lost, but as a fan, it is something to talk about. There are 4 calls that I believe the refs make in this game where I think we all sit there and look at the refs and say, you know, we can see you right on national television in 4K what you're doing. Now, again, I'm not saying that this is the reason why the Bills lost the game. Do not take that out of context, because I'm going to talk later on about what Spags does in that defense in that fourth quarter, fourth down stance that gets them this win. I'm going to get into that. But we got to talk about the refs for a minute, because it was some questionable stuff. Number 1, this is a first down. This fourth down play where the Bills needing this first down, this is a first down. Josh Allen had this first down. You could debate me all you want, but when you look at the replay and they drew the line, even Tony Romo was trying to debate it, but when they drew that line, he got quiet because he was like, that is a first down. Now, the line judge that is clearly seeing the ball way better than the one that's the line judge on the Chiefs sideline signals that this is a first down. I even saw this. Everyone has seen it. NFL players have been on social media saying that was a first down. The line judge for the Chiefs, who clearly is not seeing the ball, he's seeing the back of Josh Allen, but obviously you see where his helmet is, you see where his body is. This is a first down. He runs in and overturns the other line judge. Now, is that questionable? Yes, it is. It very much is, because this is a first down. Again, I'm going to keep saying it because I don't need anyone sitting there saying that I'm saying that the Chiefs cheated, because they did not. But this was a questionable call. We all have to admit it. It's okay to admit it. This was a first down. It's really that simple. Does one thing determine the entirety of a game? Sure, maybe not. But in a game like this, high stakes, first downs, a game of inches, a game that's won in the trenches, it's a big deal. This is the next questionable call, which, again, did not determine the game. It's just one of those things you kind of look back on and you're like, okay, that changed a lot of the dynamic and momentum of the game. This was deemed a catch for Xavier Worthy, which incredible effort by him and the defender, which I do believe Xavier Worthy kind of outsmarted the referee in this instance, because the ball touches the ground and the ball can touch the ground as long as that player has control. But you can see from the replay, neither one really had control until that last second. And Xavier Worthy puts his second hand over that football, which I think when they looked at the replay, it looked like he had survived the ground. He had the catch. He had possession, which made them kind of glare over the fact that it hits the ground prior to either one having possession, because at one point people thought the defender had an interception, which it did look like it. Then Xavier Worthy looks like he grabs the football back midair. Crazy little sequence that they had, but I do think that this would have been an incomplete and they just would have had, another down. But this is one of those things you kind of look at and you say, okay, maybe they missed it. Again, game of inches, a game of decisions, a game of choices. These things matter in the end, but this was one of those things where I think all of us were kind of like, okay, I guess. This was another questionable call. I thought Kincaid had got the first down because his knee wasn't down yet when he kind of made that last jump effort, kind of similar to what James Cook did to get the touchdown earlier in the game, where he kind of extends over to break the line. So again, another one of those calls where you kind of look at and say, okay, because this ends up leading. This is a third down play. They don't get the first down. Then they hurry up to the line for the fourth down that they still do not get. kind of starts to get a little weird. Again, game of inches though. This was another weird instance in the game. This is the last play for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen makes a crazy throw to Kincaid, okay? This ball is in his hands. It's catchable. He just doesn't catch it. But as this play is happening, there was a flag thrown. And everyone was like, oh, wait, there's a flag. There's a flag. Now, we've all seen this in games before. Quarterback hurries up, throws the ball. Either it's a PI, a holding, offside, something, okay, to kind of help the offense here. We all see it on the telecast, on the ticker, flag. Tony Romo and them are in the booth. They're like, oh, there's a flag. There's a flag. Wait a minute. All of a sudden, Kincaid doesn't catch this ball, and the flag is picked up. Little confused here because a flag is a flag, all right? That was a little weird. People have been talking about that a little bit, the mystery flag that got picked up, and I don't even think we got an answer to what it really was, but that was a little odd. Let's now talk about the last play because in hindsight, watching this, I thought the play call was bad by the Bills, but I was wrong, completely wrong when I rewatched it and really looked at the little details and wrinkles of this. And this is where I say for Kansas City, their defense, Spags. Spags needs a statue in Kansas City. Let me tell you this right now. Spags might be one of the best defensive coordinators we have ever seen. I'm telling you, generational talent, mastermind. Because in this play, again, there's really no protection here for Josh Allen. You need 5 whole yards to get a first down. So you already know what's happening here, okay? I sat there and said, well, this play isn't great. Why is there no protection? Kind of empty backfield here. You got a motion with Shakir. I don't really like this, okay? Rewatching this play, there were multiple options here for Josh Allen. But the fact that he can't get to his right reads because Spags ends up sending pressure. And we all know Spags is amazing at disguising how his blitzes look. They look crazy from the left. They look crazy from the right, from the middle. He sends 5. And because 2 break through, it speeds up Josh Allen going through his progressions. Look at this play. Shakir is wide open here to the left, wide open. But Josh Allen can't even get through his reads to see this because what's happening? 2 defenders are already in his face from this blitz that Spags just called, and they are executing to perfection. If Josh Allen had a little bit more time, this is an easy throw to Shakir. He's running down that sideline for that first down. I'm almost guaranteeing it. With his speed, his ability to get out, this is a first down for them. But again, Spags dials up this amazing blitz that disrupts all of this. He also had a few other options when you look at the replay. Kincaid was open. Kincaid was open. It's an amazing throw that Josh Allen makes. The easier throw was to Shakir, but he couldn't even get through that read because of the pressure that was coming. Again, great call by Spags in Kansas City. But man, Buffalo had one. They had a chance. Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen fought to the end. I think Josh Allen, this was his best year thus far. It's a reason why he is one of the favorites to win MVP. I think he played really well. But again, it comes down to the little things. Games of inches, decisions at moments earlier in the game, not really capitalizing over turnovers or getting off the field against the Chiefs. But, it's hard to beat the boogeyman. Patrick Mahomes is the boogeyman, okay? And it is very clear that you have to play a flawless game against them. And if you do not, it's going to be hard. Close games don't scare the Chiefs. And when you have a team like that that's not scared of a close game, they are able to adjust. So really sucks for the Buffalo Bills, but man, Kansas City's going back to the Super Bowl with a chance to make history.